Taurus, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors. I'm hoping I've got that right. Sorry loves, I just turned it on and knocked the tripod immediately. So the sound on this isn't going to be fabulous because I've lost my headphones and my son has borrowed my microphone. I've ordered some mics, but they haven't arrived yet. So, and I've ordered some new headphones as well. So I'm just waiting for everything to kind of turn up. So instead of delaying doing your latter part of September reading, I've decided just to crack on. We are using Seasons of the Witch, the Mabon deck, because it is Mabon coming up at the end of the month. It's a really nice deck, and we are still using the Law of Positivism. I finally learnt to say it after 12 videos. So let's get a card from each deck, at least one for Taurus, please. So I hope everybody's doing really well. There are some things happening the latter part of the month. We've got the full moon. We have got we've got the lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse coming up, and that's in Pisces, so people might find themselves quite emotional coming up to that. And then we have got something's going into Libra, and it's gone right out of my head what it is. What's going into Libra? Can I remember? And that had quite an effect, and Saturn's still in retrograde as well, so yeah, I think it's going to be quite a potent end to the month. I'm hoping I've just added, do you know, August and September, and Mercury should be out of retrograde, even Shadow now out of retrograde, but even that I'm kind of like, oh, I'm still feeling the effects of this one. So yeah, if that's been your experience, just know that that should actually start to calm down. Oh, that's been out quite a few times. So let's get this one, Maple Tree. This is a beautiful card. 24, it's a number 6. This is being the best possible version of yourself. There is change coming that is so big that it will shift all that exists. Do you remember the Mary Poppins film? The original. And I think it's Dick Van Dyke says the winds of change are coming in just as she arrives. I'm pretty sure of it. I'd have to go and check it, but I'm pretty sure of it. Maple Tree. Beautiful. Look at the candles for intention. The little blackbird is standing there, just looking, watching and waiting. You've got the pumpkins for the autumn. Absolutely beautiful colours coming in. I'm an autumn baby, so I love all the oranges and the reds and the browns and all of that. It's very nice. So this is the one that comes out quite often. Now that's the number 6. That is the best version of yourself. So this change that's swifting in. Oh, and I've done it again. Sorry, darlings. Just want to make sure you're seeing that part of the table. I'm sure I've got the tripod round the wrong way. Anyway, if you can hear scratching, it's my baby cat is trying to open doors. Number 3. Now, you know the 3s are really diverse, but I get that this is you. You've been waiting around for something to happen. And it says, my body is a manifestation of my energetic state. So if you have been lacking in energy recently, you are going to find that you are going to pick up on those energy levels and they are going to get far better. If you've been a little bit hyperactive, you may just slow down enough to catch up with yourself. I've got to wash this mat, honestly. Right. What started your WTF for Taurus, please? Thank you. Oh, facing your fears and taking your power back. Can I have a manifestation card, please, for Taurus? What's Taurus manifesting? Thank you. Oh, okay. Movement and journey for Taurus, please. Oh. What can I do about this situation? What's out of your hands, Taurus? That's very nice. So, my darlings, reconnecting to your true self and your outcome. So, lovelies, you have got, starting off the latter part of September, the Five of Pentacles. Now, when I laid this down, I just heard the word, what did I hear? Oh God, they've taken it out of my head. What was it? Do you know, I can't remember the word. Okay, perhaps it's gone. So the Five of Pentacles would tell me, without them nicking the words off of me, is that you may have felt that money was a bit tight, that you may have felt that you was kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul, not really aware that you've got these Five of Pentacles up above your head. So there could be a bank account that you haven't really paid much notice to in recent years, or it could be that there is money coming towards you that you don't really want to take into account until it arrives, and that's absolutely fine. I don't get the feeling that you're going to be destitute, but I do get the feeling that you are ignoring the signals of the standing stone at the back where it is safe and warm. So sometimes I get that people just go and sit out in the cold because they think it's the warmest place to be. But behind that, you have got the Ten of Athames. This is a completion card. So you've had issues and problems, and as you've resolved them, you've put each one in the ground and it's formed a circle of protection around you. And the completion is around this feeling of not having enough abundance. That's going to pass you by. This money is going to come in. You are going to feel slightly different and better. But the very fact you've dealt with your issues and problems means that you are able then to welcome in where this 10 is an ending. There has to be a new beginning, and you are ready to welcome that new beginning coming in by way of an ace, which would be the Ace of Athames in this particular case. And the Ace of Athames is drawing down energy to allow yourself to sow seeds for the future. Very nice. So facing your fears and taking your power back. So because this is facing your fears, I'm kind of getting that you don't really understand, or you haven't had much success with manifestation or wish fulfillment. But the fairy is here to remind you to step into the eternal healing waters. Healing is not one and done. Healing is an ongoing process that we all have to go through. And we may not heal every single day. We may not heal every single week. But we have to remind ourselves that there is some healing to be done. And it's not because you still feel the ramifications of what's happened, but it's because when something rears its head, it can still catch that raw nerve. And that's the bit that they want you to heal. That's the bit they want you to repair from. Okay? Because what you've got coming in is a completion and a new beginning. And think this being part of your fears is you've got the 10 of chalices, a completion of a happy family. All your dreams have come true. It's one of the best 10s in the deck. Now you've got a 10 there and you've got a 10 here. So this is a completion of a family, and this family is going to start a brand new beginning with the Ace of Chalices, but there's a fear behind this. So I'm kind of getting that you've been wishing for this for a while, and because it's not been happening, it's not been coming around, and maybe you've put too much effort and credence into having enough money, that you've kind of delayed this and made it quite fearful. And what they're saying to you is follow your heart, clear out the bullshit, let it go, allow this beautiful 10 to come in, this complete happy family, followed by this brand new beginning for that family. Now, I don't know which way that around this is going to be. This could be a fear of starting a family, blending a family. It could even mean starting out on your own again. But whatever it is, there is a fear there that things haven't quite worked out as you've wanted, so you've kind of stepped back and gone, well, it's not going to happen then. It is going to happen. You just need to do the sequencing a bit better. And the other thing is, you don't need to come to manifestation or anything that you want in life in lack. If you feel like you're in lack, that's what you're going to get more of. So taking your power back, you are going to suddenly realise that you have been blindfolded, and that blindfold goes around your ears as well. So you've not seen things, you've not heard things, you've kind of assumed that these knives are sharp and they're going to cut your feet. You haven't actually had anything concrete, in fact, that makes you think that this would not start or go wrong or not be what you wanted. And in comes the High Priest for you to take your power back. And he's a number 5, so he's a transition card, just like this is a transition card. And he's beckoning you into that stone circle, this lovely stone circle at the back here. And he's calling you in. And the reason he's calling you in, there is some safety in there. There is some energy in there that you could really do with. He draws energy down from the sun while he's making his lotions and potions. And he calls you in to remind you that tradition has its place in everybody's lives. So if you've been kicking against something traditional, if you've been kicking against the wooing, the dating, the engagement, the marriage, the anniversary and all of that, if you've been kicking against that, he's here to remind you to say it's okay. It's okay to want it. It's okay to look at the traditions of past days and want that in your life. It's okay. So whatever that means for you, there's a clear indication here that, I mean, you've got 2 major arcanas in this particular part of the reading, and one's got the sun and the other one's got the star. There is something really shifting here. Did that say there is a change coming that is big and will shift all that exists? So I think if you just concentrated on yourself and your healing powers, and you know you've got the ability to do it, Taurus, at the end of the day, you are the mender of hearts. So there is nothing that you should not be able to do for yourself, because you do it for other people. So just know tradition is okay. They're saying that. So your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, why it's fucked, definitely fucked, isn't it? 9 of Wands. What are you being so bloody pissy about? You've slapped your hand on that desk and you've gone, this is my project, and you've sent everybody scattering. The poor old fairy's like, oh, I've got to get out of here quick. This poor little mole here has poked his head up. I think he's going to go back down. When I look at this, I always think that Hagrid's going to come out of this house. 9 of Wands. There's a lot of magic around you, but you are holding it. You are not using it. You are not putting it back out into the universe. You are not making those wishes. You are not using those manifestations. You are holding on to this for some reason. And this could be a project or a plan that you're holding on to. But while you're holding on to it, you're not allowing your manifestation to come to fruition, because when we hold on to things, it's like when we hold on to money. If we don't allow ourselves to spend a little, we're not going to receive some back. It's as simple as that. So just know, don't keep holding on to something that could easily be shared and made better by the input of others. So the 6 of Pentacles. Now this is my giving and taking with dignity and grace. These 2 ladies have come to an agreement of selling and buying something. One lady's got flowers, the other lady's got a penny. It's an equal exchange. It's giving and taking with dignity and grace. Now, it doesn't have to be that kind of exchange. It could just be that you've give, and it's your turn to now receive, or vice versa. However, just one word of warning with this card is this creature here. Now, he's got his back turned because he's not always known to people. But he has got dice in his hand and he is holding his hand out. Now, for some of you, because I've just plonked something in my head, never had this before with this card, so I'm going to do that first. This person could be somebody that you know that comes and goes out of your life, that is a gambler. And whenever they're coming in, they're after coming in on you for finance. The other side of this person, and that's only going to be some of you, but the other side of this person is it could be a scam of some sort. It could be that you've done this wonderful exchange, a business deal, whatever, and you kind of get caught out on a scam, and this person just hedges their bets that they can take you down. So just know on your movement and journey, please be really aware of the good exchanges that you have got going on, but be aware that there could be an exchange that is, I'm not going to say it's not as good, because it's absolutely bloody appalling. It's a scam. You know, whether the person that you know who's the gambler is coming and scamming, oh, I promise I'll pay it back. It's a scam. You know, or I promise I'll come and do the garden this week if only you'll give me a tenner. And then they never turn up to do the garden, and then they leave it for weeks and weeks and weeks in the hope that you're going to forget because they've forgotten. But if this is somebody that you don't know, if this is somebody who's faceless, this could be a scam online or over the phone. So be very careful who you're answering the phone to, what texts you're replying to, and anything that you open on email. Be very aware that there is something here that could indicate that something is going to go wrong if your attention isn't onto this. Okay, now what can you do about this situation? Now I've got another message with this, and I do remember this one. So you got the 16, it's the Wild Hunt, it's 7 options, choices and blessings. This is more of a wake-up call than it is a disaster. Got the little rooster here. So you've poured the light out, you've shone the light into the world hunt, and it has illuminated for you some truths or untruths or some issues that really need to be resolved. Now you have a choice to make. You can either rebuild your lovely tower or the wild hunt, or you can go elsewhere to rebuild. But there has been a bit of a wake-up call for you, and it is about messages coming in really quickly. And this is what this could be. Now, messages that come, and this card is also taking flight. It's taking flight. The messages are that quick that they seem to fly in and fly out. Now, when I see the Eight of Wands and I see the ones on the ground and I see the whittling tool, I kind of look at that and I think to myself, maybe this is an internal message rather than an external message. So perhaps you're getting messages from spirit, or you're getting like little voices popping words and that into your head. Don't dismiss them. Try and jot them down, because it will turn out to be a clear message of what it is that they want you to do next. But they are definitely saying this is not a disaster, it's a wake-up call. So what's out of your hands? What is the universe helping you with? The universe wants you to have this. The universe wants you to have a completion of happiness, success, abundance, everything that the sun brings in. They really want this for you. And it's a 19, so you add it together. 1 and 9 is 10. It's another completion. And where there's a completion, there's a new beginning. So you've got the sun here, you've got the star here, and you've got the sun here. I have to say, they have been working on that for a while for you, but you have been quite resistant to this change that has been trying to come in for some time. And what they're now saying is ready or not, you are going to feel the effects of this sun and everything that it means and it indicates is going to happen in your life next. Reconnecting to your true self. And I don't think this is so much as a reconnection, but it's kind of like that wake-up call that you've needed. You've been asking for a new beginning around projects, plans and people, around your passion, your desire, your hobbies, your interests, all of that things. But you're a little bit fed up because things just don't seem to be happening for you. Now, this is the Four of Chalices. It could be a chalice that you've got missing, or it could be a chalice that's being offered to you and you're not sure that you want it. Either way, be honest. Do not just turn your head and walk away. But the other thing that they're saying with the Three of Wands is stop waiting around. The way to reconnect to your true self is to ground yourself, is to understand you are an earth element and therefore you need to feel grounded. And do you know what? You've got two earth cards in here. It's ridiculous. You need to feel earthed out and grounded, and they're saying don't wait around anymore. If this ship has not sailed, if this boat has not come in with what you was expecting, stop waiting around for it. It's now time to shift your perspective and allow yourself that new beginning. Sort out what it is that you do and you don't want, and then start moving ahead. So, my darlings, your outcome, you've got the Lady and the Lord. It's a number 6. Now, this couple, they work really well together. They come together for the benefits of their family. And when you see these pictures, please don't take it that it's male and female. It can be any combination you like. We deal with energies on this platform. We don't deal with sexuality. So they are hunter-gatherers. They do what they can in order to make sure that their family is safe and catered for. Now, there is a decision that is coming up that needs to be made. It has been coming forward for some time, and it's taken some hard work and dedication with the Seven of Pentacles, but it has opened up some options, choices and blessings around how you make your money and where you live. Very nice. So, my darlings, what's hidden from you is the Page of Athames. This little page could be Gemini, Libra, Taurus, somebody who is in the next generation down or a lot younger than you. But they're going to go ahead and they're going to show you how to draw that energy down from the universe. They're going to show you that their knowledge and wisdom isn't their own. It's borrowed from a book. They've got a candle lit for intention. And then they've got this owl who's there for knowledge and wisdom. And the moon is illuminating what it is that they need to know. Illuminating a pathway forward. Illuminating some knowledge that they need. So there could be a little page around you that is going to show you something. I don't care how old you are, but they're going to show you something that I'm going to say even you will go to the foot of your stairs and be absolutely astounded by what it is that's just come out of their mouth. It's going to be like, whoa, how does young people know that? It's like my nan used to say, old head on young shoulders. That's the sort of thing that they wanted to say about that, and I got it muddled up. But yeah, it's it sounds like it's too old for them to know. But you've got to remember that when people come back to the planet and they're born back here again, they have done lifetimes before they come here, and sometimes the youngsters don't always forget straight away about their previous lives. So let's ask the angels and the ancestors for some knowledge, wisdom and guidance for Taurus for the latter part of September. Not taking that many. Anything else for Taurus, please? Yeah. So we have got She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Don't be a stick in the mud. Go and howl at the moon. Go and dance like a unicorn on the beach. Do what you need to do to release that wild within, to allow yourself to stop being such a stick in the mud. I was going to say pissy, but Sage, be devoted and committed. Be devoted and committed to yourself and the causes that you hold dear to your heart. Don't be devoted and committed to things that other people want to do. Where's your scammer? That is going to harm those around you. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Absolutely. Please check and check again whatever it is that you're doing, because right in the middle of this reading you have got this card, and I just want you to be safe. So my darlings, wherever you are in the world, please be safe, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye for now.